Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Saturday, April 12th, 8 o'clock in the morning, 2025. So, just recently, I've been doing a thing that is very, very difficult for most people. Um, and it was, for the longest time, uh, quite difficult for me, which is to be real, you know, to be really, really in touch with who I am. Who am I? No, I know it's the age old question that most philosophers I've read quite a lot of, and most um, religions of whatever type, spiritual leaders, uh, yeah, psychologists, psychiatrists. Most people struggle to be truly, truly themselves, and it's getting more and more difficult in the society we live in. Why? I don't know. I mean, maybe it's because we're acquiescing to a broken system of controls. And that's what I believe is happening. And so the more that happens, the less you're in touch with your real self because you're playing this game within a construct. Yesterday, I saw an interview that my friend Danny Katz did with another friend of mine, Jason Breshers, who is on a, they're both exploring very, very deeply the real reason we humans are here. And they're both amazing. I'll put links to Danny Katz and Archaics underneath, and I'll put a link if I can to the actual video because it's worth watching because there's a, there are so many theories on who we are, our reality, and what that's based on. I mean, it's based on a set of beliefs. It really is. And what you believe is explored and in many cases re-explored and re-explored and re-explored and constantly reworked. And as you learn, you recognize aspects of self. And so you go to the next one and the next one. And you're actually building like a jigsaw puzzle of who you really are. This is my opinion, right? So you start off with one tiny jigsaw piece when you're born, and it's the most important one because within it is contained the whole picture. And you fill out this jigsaw puzzle and you keep going, and it's like, oh, I can't even make out what this is, but you find the pieces that fit together, and then you build this huge picture of your life. And then you get towards the end, and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm recognizing it. And then you think about that first piece, and it contained all of it. The whole picture was contained in that first piece. And that first piece of the jigsaw puzzle, what this is my belief, is the only authentic one. Everywhere, everything else has been given to you to make up this picture, and you forgot what the first one was that you put down. I mean, it's like a million pieces, right? So this jigsaw puzzle. So you have to keep going back to this first one and going, this one has it all, whole thing, and it's unconditional love. And I do believe this. I believe we come into this world on our human experience with unconditional love, and everything else is a piece of conditional, systemic control that is part of another system outside of ourselves. All of this that you've just done for 69 years, nearly 69 years, pales in significance to that first piece, because you're going to get back to finishing it, and that last piece is already there. It's already there because it's the first piece repeated. Unconditional love. And you finish your jigsaw puzzle of life with that last piece. But all the way through, you've forgotten, because you're so busy doing the jigsaw puzzle, that first piece. But I tried to keep a picture in my mind and in my heart and in my being on this human experience. I tried to keep that first piece alive in me. So I didn't forget the unconditional love that is part of your, it's all of your human experience. So I was very fortunate by being aware of that first piece was the most important piece. And everything else is an adventure. And the last piece goes in, and you're in your eternal life. And that picture just disappears, and you just become unconditional love. Again, it's not a loop, though. It's not like this creative. I hate to call it creative, because I recognize that during our human experience, that creativity can be a key to unlock that unconditional love. But it is a very creative system. We become blissfully unaware of it being a control mechanism that keeps you in your place, because you're expansive. You're everything. You're all of it. You're it. And if you can sit with that, and I mean truly sit with it, this human experience is so beautiful, so brilliant, so exciting, and so full of wonder. That wondrous naivety, that wondrous innocence is within you. You're never going to live up to other people's expectations of yourself. You'll never be able to do that. Nobody can. But if you can live up to your own true potential and understand that unconditional love is the only thing that is a constant. You were born with it, you will die with it. Everything else is part of a big picture that we're not really privy to seeing until the end. But at that point, you will recognize that you are an eternal being. You are a spiritual being having a human experience. You're not a human being having a spiritual experience. No. You're a spiritual being having a human experience. It does matter that you understand that. That's what I believe. So live it. I've had so many conflicts in my way of being, and those conflicts are being resolved by understanding that unconditional love is the most important thing in the world. Just be it. Hello. Sorry. Oh, soccer's on. I'm going to go watch a soccer match. Okay. All right, lots of love. Try and access that you were born with. It's worth it. You were born with unconditional love. Really, truly. Access it. Try and live it. Try and be it. Challenged. Love you. Bye.